for me to share something that I've specifically witnessed from how Equus Coaching has helped one of my clients. Sure. As I was thinking about this, a session came to mind that I did recently this year, that was a husband and wife that were there and present. And within the session with the gentleman that was there, the husband in this family, um, he started to recognize as he was engaging with his horse that he was requesting things and asking for things and wasn't quite reading the feedback from the horse that was coming back to him. And what the horse was communicating to him was that it was a little too much, a little too direct. There was a little too much pressure on the situation. And he didn't even have an awareness that there was a communication, that the horse was sort of leaning away, that there was kind of a wincing at looking, and kind of moving at a much quicker pace than was what the man was intending to accomplish. And in that, we were able to open up a dialogue between looking at how is that showing up in his outside world too, where he's asking for things or requesting things and not necessarily noticing where it's coming in too directly or where there's too much pressure, too much energy. And with his wife sitting there, then we got to have this interesting dialogue about how that shows up in their relationships. And so as a man in this world and a man in this work, one of the things I'm really passionate about is helping other men sort of understand the impact they have on their external environment and in their relationships. And so to be able to watch this man have a visceral experience of what it was, what his impact on the external environment was, and then to dialogue in his primary relationship about how he can modulate his energy when having a request or when communicating something that's important to him. It was super powerful to watch him be able to find out how to still honor what he values and what he wants, but to also honor the relationship that he's having, and that they're not mutually exclusive. They can be combined, and they can be really beneficial when they are combined. That we went through, because I started noticing the feedback of the horse, that the horse was actually responding from a bit of a fear place, not from a place of mutual relationship. Instead of pointing it out directly, I started asking him questions about, what do you see the horse's responses, or what is the feedback you're getting, or how's this feeling to you? And it was challenging for him at first, because he was sort of so focused on his ask that he wasn't paying attention to the feedback. And so through questioning, I helped him sort of get into what is the experience of the horse, or what's the horse maybe communicating. And when he saw that it was moving at a much quicker pace and that there was a little bit of anxiety underneath the horse's behavior, he started getting curious about why that might be. And we had a dialogue about, well, there's two beings in this, and so how does one being impact the other, and sort of having this dialogue. And because it wasn't another human or his wife where he has emotional energy put into it, or they have patterns, it was just this other outside animal that he didn't have the same sort of relationship patterns with. He was able to see something, and then we were able to go, and how is that showing up in your outside world? And so then his wife and him started dialoguing about things. And then we gave him an opportunity to go back and interact with the horse and still request the same movement that he was asking for, but in a way that felt more grounded, that felt more mutual. And he got to watch the horse show up and want to participate in it without the anxiety underneath it.